Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Claudio. So glad that you're here. Today I'm sharing with you how to add shadows to your own custom PNG images using Adobe Express. So let's go ahead and take a look. Here I am at the home screen of Adobe Express, and I'll begin by clicking on the blue plus sign and choose the square option. It doesn't really matter what size. In this case, my logo is a circle and a head. Now I'm going to drag that into my project here. And this is a logo that I used to use at one point when I had a beard and I still wear my glasses and my ball cap. And what I'm going to do is create a shadow effect for this PNG. Now this is a transparent PNG, and I'll show you right here. When I click on background color, I'll go ahead and choose no color. As you can see, there is my PNG. So I'm going to go ahead and bring back white just so you can see that. And I'm going to duplicate this by either clicking on Command D on a Mac and PC. You'll probably choose the other option. And over here on the top, you'll choose the duplicate. This is the other option. I'll go ahead and do that right now. So I've got exact copies of both. I'm going to select both of those and go to the Align menu here at the top. And I'll make sure that these are aligned just to start off. This makes my job easier, and I'll go ahead and center that in my canvas. And over here on the right hand side, we see both of them in different layers. What I'm going to do is select the second one here, and that is what you see highlighted in my canvas here. And what I'll do is make a slight adjustment by either using the arrow down and to the right. So you can see there, creating somewhat of a drop shadow effect already, but I want more of a shadow effect. Now, because this is black on black, it's kind of hard to tell. So here's what we're going to do to give that more of a shadow look. And what we'll do here is choose the adjustments menu here. Whenever you click on an image, we're going to go to adjustments. And then here at the bottom, we have the detail option here, and we're going to blur that. Immediately as I start to do that, you see it's creating that shadow effect that I'm looking for. I can go total blur, as you can see what's happening there, and that's not what I want. I want to have somewhat of a recognizable shadow, and I'll go right about there. I think that works out just fine for me. And what I'll do next is I'll just close this out over here. And using the arrow keys, we want to make sure and select the correct one, which is the bottom one, and we'll make an adjustment, move it a little closer. So I've got a nice looking shadow there, and we can play with the opacity here. We're going to go all the way 0. As you can see, as I start to bring that back in, we're looking at that shadow. Almost has that Invisible Man look to me there. There we go. Now, here's an extra added tip here, or yeah, I'll call this a tip. We're going to go to effects. So if you want to change the color of the shadow, we're going to go to effects here, and we'll use our duotone menu here. So just for kicks here, we're going to go with the pink. As you can see, we've got that pink. Now we're looking at the outline of the cap here. We can see some of the pink bleeding out over here. If I zoom in, I'll show you that. And I'll use the, we're just going to use the space bar just to move this down without making an accidental move. You can see there's a bit of a shadow there. So what we could do is make some more adjustments to the shadow there so we don't see it bleeding out. And if there's too much shadow, then we'll come back to the adjustment here and we'll just bring some of that blur down. There we go. So it's not too much. See how there's a lot showing up, but we want that to be right underneath there. There we go. And let's go ahead and go back to our fit everything. There we go. Now I'm going to go back to the effects here because I don't want that pink. I actually do want the original there. There we go. And that's how to add shadows to custom PNG images using Adobe Express. So now it's your turn to give it a try. If you have any comments or questions about the video, feel free to drop it in the comments section below. Don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe, click the bell to be notified for future videos, and please do share this video with your friends. Thanks again for stopping by and watching this video. And as always, have fun creating. Peace.